I'm gonna make another cooking video because I want to. Today we are making a wonderful weeknight special fried rice. Uncle Roger approved. We're gonna make this one short, sweet, right to the point, just like fried rice is. As you can see, I got my wok going. It is getting ripping hot. I have an outdoor camp stove that I use for super hot cast iron cooking. I sear steaks out here. I use it for when I'm serving food outside. I might cook things on the stove out here. And I love using it for my wok. You can see how the flames come up the side of the wok. That's super critical. A wok like this is a large carbon steel wok. Would not work well on an electric stove, which is what I have inside, because only that bottom point of the wok there is going to actually make contact with the stove. But when I get it out here, these are big hot burners fueled by propane, and you can see how the flame comes all the way up the side of the wok, which is going to give us some beautiful wok hay, which is what we're after. We're doing a simple pork fried rice. Let me show you what I brought out here to cook this with. Fried rice cooks hot, it cooks fast, so you always want a good mise en place, but you especially need it for this. So we've got leftover rice, we've got leftover char siu that I made myself, we've got some aromatics here with shallot and garlic, we got a couple eggs that I scrambled up, some green onion for garnish, and then we've got white pepper, salt, which you don't see on the tray here because it comes in my salt box, soy sauce, and of course the king of flavor, MSG. So we'll give this wok just another minute or two to get hot, and then we'll get to cooking. All right, I think this wok is pretty hot. Before I got it on the flame, I brushed it with a real thin layer of avocado oil, which is also what I'm going to cook with. So I'm going to go ahead and get, oh yeah, that is hot. Oh, too hot.
My mic died there, so I'm going to voice over the rest of this video. So go ahead and get your fried egg into your wok and get that stirred up real nice. You can see how fast that's cooking. Go ahead and get our aromatics added in as well. So again, I've got shallots and garlic going there. You know, a good carbon steel wok is going to naturally be non-stick. You can really see there how the egg is not sticking to the wok. So we're getting that egg cooked through along with our garlic and shallots. As I mentioned before, do not burn your garlic. It will get real stinky and bitter and be unpleasant. So once we have the smell of garlic in there, we'll go ahead and get our rice in. As that rice cooks, that's going to really stop the garlic from going any further. Normally, you'll want to add liquid or something like that to stop garlic from cooking. In this case, we're adding rice. That's going to prevent the garlic from going any further. It is so important that you use leftover rice to make fried rice. Fresh rice is going to be far too moist. It won't fry. It'll just kind of steam in there, and it won't be a very pleasant experience. I really enjoy cooking on my wok. I think it's one of my goals this year is to use my wok more often. I have a wok cookbook. It's called The Wok from Kenji Lopez Alt. Plan on really digging into that more this year than I probably have in the last couple of years, but some really cool recipes in there. This outdoor stove is absolutely perfect. I can get it really hot. I don't have to worry about smoking out the house. The way the flames come up the side builds that wok hay. Felt like I needed a little more oil in this, so just added that there. Really want to stir. You know, that wok hay comes from good stirring action, good hot flame. You kind of want the food to sort of kiss the flame off the edge of the wok there. You can kind of see it's doing that. You want to really beat that rice with a spoon. Make sure you break it up real good so that every little granule of rice gets a chance to get fried and that you don't have big clumps of rice in your fried rice. Again, you can really see how well the non-stick surface from a seasoned carbon steel wok works. Ooh, nice tossing. But you want to keep stirring, keep agitating it, keep shaking it. I love making fried rice. It comes together so fast. It's something you can plan ahead for by just making extra proteins or making extra rice. If you're using a fresh protein, you would do that before any of this. So you would cook shrimp, chicken, whatever you're going to use. You cook that, you take it out, you set it aside, and then you kind of pick up where this video started. So we're just letting that rice there maintain good contact with the pan, or with the wok rather. Make sure it fries up real nice. Again, you can see really smoky. This would be brutal to do inside, so works much better on this outdoor stove here. I couldn't even do it on my stove. I have an electric stove. It won't work. Go ahead and add some salt. Get some white pepper in there. I love the simplicity of this. There's not a ton of seasoning, and it's full of flavor. Get our MSG in. Gotta have MSG, make the fried rice authentic. It's getting pretty close to finish here. Let's keep tossing. Go ahead and get our Char Siu added in. This is a homemade Char Siu. I got the recipe from Cooking with Lao, which is a great YouTube channel. He does authentic Chinese recipes, and this Char Siu is just awesome. I tend to make a lot more of it than we need because it reheats great. It's good for, lunch. I work from home, so I might just reheat some, throw it on a bao bun real quick, or just eat it as like a steak. Obviously goes really good in this fried rice here. It's already cooked, so just need to heat it up. You see the dog kind of wandering around under the stove there. Oh, almost lost some. Not too much left to do here. Again, we're just looking for some nice little bit of color on the rice, making sure every grain gets a chance to have some good pan contact. Gonna go ahead and add a little bit of soy sauce here, not a ton. Add it around the edges like that. Really helps deglaze the pan, make sure every little bit of flavor comes off. Give that another good toss there. Got our green onions coming up here in just a second, which is kind of our final step. They're just a garnish. Obviously, you don't want to cook green onions. They'll get wilted and kind of sad. They'll lose that freshness that they really add to your fried rice or any dish you add them to. We don't really cook green onions. Some people cook the white parts. You can. You could add them to your aromatics here if you felt like it, but I usually don't. So green onions in. Love it. Look at it. You with your eyes first, right? I mean, look at that. That is some beautiful fried rice. Would it take us less than 10 minutes here to make an awesome weeknight meal? Feed the whole family. You like your fried rice? Say Fuiyoh! You say that? Say Fuiyoh.